It's week 1 of the NFL, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Texans and the Ravens, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations. The Texans offense set to go. Down 7-0 here early. And the one to watch is going to be this man, their rookie wide receiver.
And it's going to be interesting, Charles. You know, they used a very high draft pick to get another weapon in their passing game. How does he fit into their scheme?
Well, I think he fits well, but over time, because I think the transition for a receiver from college to the NFL, it's a lot more difficult than what people think. Normally in college, you're not running the full NFL route tree. You're not having to read coverages on the run. Now, all those things come into play, plus the physicality is really increased too.
And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go again with Pierce. There's the stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Well, there you go, Charles. The first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Pierce now up the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Okay, break.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And from the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. And Stroud now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 30 big ones. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Stroud. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 8-yard line.
Get it!
Stroud looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans have moved out in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Wide open receiver complete. There he goes again. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Another carry for Pierce. Ooh, the juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Andrew Beck taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it, 6 points. Houston set to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down. But
there he goes, right side. And they can't bring him down. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he fires one incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And here comes the Texans now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Hey, check that. Street.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Check, match. Set. Let's go.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Stroud now on 2nd down. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 122 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Texans offense set to regain possession. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Got it. Ready? Ready.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. He stiff arms him. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Come on.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Here's Pierce on the counter. Shoves him aside. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum.
CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Houston, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.